Hey, I seem to be having all the tech today. How's everything going over here? I think I need it a little louder. Louder.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, that's really loud.
Too loud?
Nope. We're fabulous. We're fabulous.
Yeah. Great.
My Instagram was working, then it wasn't working, and then the volume was on, and then it wasn't on, and then the camera was there, and then it wasn't there, and
On off.
Happy January. We've got to continue to learn our lessons, I guess.
Yeah. I was wondering, what is the company of the little speaker you have?
This one?
Yeah.
This is an Altec, ALTEC.
Okay, thank you. It just seems to work so well.
It does work really well, and it has a little plug-in. Now, Brad uses a Bluetooth speaker that works really well, and look how teeny it is.
Wow.
It's a speaker?
Yeah, it's a speaker.
What's it called?
It's an EWA, but it doesn't have any wires. It's a Bluetooth, so you have to Bluetooth to it. But he uses it when he teaches yoga, and it's quite good, I have to say.
Ooh. Okay.
EWA.
It's so wee.
Sometimes just the little ones are way better than the big complex.
I know. They are.
Technology. Fabulous.
I'm going to
Awesome.
share this around. Steve!
Steve. Good morning,
Good
Steve.
morning.
Good morning.
Good
Happy
morning.
New Year!
Happy New Year, yes.
It's been a long time, Steve. What have you been doing? He's been hiding. He's been hiding.
Hiding.
Partying full time, huh?
If you can call that party.
Yeah, he could be partying, He could have been partying. I'm just sharing this over to the groups to make sure they can find us. So today, can you believe we're already January the 11th? We can still say Happy New Year, though, right?
Yeah, well,
Well,
we can do it all.
we can do it all. There we go. Good morning, Colin. Justin, good morning. No, Justin, to get on the video, you have to come to the Zoom room.
Yeah.
So if you're on the Book of Face, well, that's cool too. And T is here. Yay! So we can say Happy New Year until it's very cold in the UK. Is it? E.
I heard somebody who said after the 8 you should not, but I don't think it's correct.
I don't think it's correct either. I'm not in the UK. Is it very cold in the UK? I'm in Toronto.
And we're coming up to Chinese Lunar New Year.
Oh yes, we're coming up to Lunar New Year.
Another year. It's gonna be something. It's the rabbit. I can't.
Yeah, I
remember.
think you're right.
The rabbit.
The year of the rabbit.
I don't know if it's wood, fire. I think it's wood. Wood rabbit. I'm not sure.
So it's cold in Canada. Well, it's cold in Toronto, right? It's cold in my apartment right now, is what it is.
I don't think it's that cold because usually it's worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Relative.
By this time of year, usually we have the minus 20 centigrade in the night time, and we haven't got to that yet.
So Justin's over here on Facebook. Yes, we're going to have. I'm glad you made it on time. And we're going to have a float, and I'm taking requests.
Oh, request time.
Toronto is cold, yes. Well, it's like freezing.
Skiing down the mountain.
Skiing down the mountain, yeah.
You want to ski down the mountain this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The squiggly one.
The squiggly one. Diane, what the other Diane in Montreal? What do you want?
Oh, yeah. Warrior with the cactus.
Warrior
One, two.
One.
Yeah, one.
Warrior
One
One.
is good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Facebook and Instagram, you can have some,
And the moon and
Boxing.
tipping the moon with the
moon with
the yoga pose.
with the floating half moon.
I don't have
Colin
a name for that.
Colin wants to box the ears today.
Oh yeah. Well,
I like boxing the ears.
You could do that after Christmas, Boxing Day.
Boxing Day, yes. Well, Boxing Day is over, so.
I didn't think that was what it was about, personally.
No, but we can add it next year. We'll just put it on Boxing Day.
I have to plug my iPod in. Hold on. So, Steve, what do you want to do?
I'm just going to go with the flow.
That's what's so great about you, Steve.
Okay, so
Sorry about that.
so that means the deer, because he loves the deer.
Oh, Justin. Justin, there is balance coming your way. Don't you
what
worry.
about it?
The floating half moon. I think you'll like it.
That's a balance thing.
Okay, so, oh yeah, before we jump right into it, I forgot to tell you that today, Amelia Earhart flew from Hawaii to the US mainland all by herself in 1935, which right now might not seem like that big a deal, but back then, that was a big fat hairy deal.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Those small little planes and things.
So today when we're flowing, think about things you've never done before,
Yeah,
and maybe just try them. Just try them, right? It's also, the made up food holiday is National Hot Toddy Day, which I know isn't a food, but it's cool today.
Yeah.
So I was
Well,
cold
we
this
can-
morning.
Oh, we can maybe substitute with hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. You can totally do that. And there's 68 days and 8 hours and 18 minutes until spring.
Isn't that wonderful? but I cannot complain. This part of winter is not that. But we have 2 days. We're gonna be shoveling the next Thursday. And
I don't have to
Friday.
shovel.
I do, but I don't. It's like I said. It's my winter sport.
So we do things to keep us healthy so we can do the things we need to do in life.
Yes.
Like shovel,
Right.
right?
All
And the
that.
fun things, too.
And the fun things,
Mhm.
like go for hikes and all those things, and go skiing down the mountain.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yes. Ready.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Find your spots. You can stand, you can sit, you get to do what you do best. Gonna turn on the music. I had to move it over here because I had to plug it in. So find a spot. Ooh, get my list where I can see it. I don't need my glasses. Have your feet underneath you and spread out your toes. And then take a big breath and stretch out your arms. Wow. And then, let it float down. So, there's only ever 2 rules in class. The first rule is to breathe. Breathe in and your arms float up. And then as you breathe out, your arms drift down. Now, you get to decide how much you breathe. You just have to breathe. Breathe in, palms up. The second rule, gather in some goodness. The second rule is don't cause yourself any pain. Sink down. So, if I suggest something that doesn't work for you, don't do it. Gather in. Give it a big hug, sinking the chi. Shoulders soften. And a little One more time like that. Breath in. Scoop it up. Sink it down. And then, if you're not already there, take 1 foot out. Just so it's underneath you. And you feel stable. Open the door. Breathe in. And breathe out. Do that one more time while I do something. Breathe in, hands float up. And then breathe out. It's a technical day. Float up, open wide. This hand's gonna come on top, right in the front. Grabbing a big ball of chi. Breathe in, float it open. Turn it over, other side. So I know there's no top or bottom to a circle, but imagine you're flipping it around. Breathe in. Bring your fingertips back to the center and sink. Float up. Sink down. And it wasn't official, but start a little chi hula right here. We're just going to drift the arms side to side. Because I know, secretly, Steve wanted to ask for a deer. Over here, pop out your antlers, fold in your middle fingers, chi rock star, step out, lunge into that front foot and just turn your antlers to point back. Look back over your shoulder. And then when you breathe in, drift it up. Float back. Feet side by each. Arms drift. So your arms are light. It's effortless. They just drift side to side. And then when you come over to the other side, pop out your antlers, stretch out your fingers, float that foot out, lunge into it. Back heel is down as you turn and point that top pinky back. Looking back. And breathe in, drift up. Feet side by each, just float. Let's do it again. Because second time is always so much better. Right? For sure. Pop out your antlers right here. Stretch out your fingers, step out, pivot on that foot, lunge into it, strong legs, and you just let yourself float around. Looking over your shoulder. Remember to look with your eyeballs. And then breathe in, drift up. One more time so that we're even-ish. Float. One more time. Pop out your antlers, stretch out your fingers, float that foot forward, lunge into it, strong in the legs, and turn, 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 turn. Oh yeah. Breathe in, drift up. Bring your feet back side by each. Let your arms float up to the side. Open your elbows like cactus arms on Bugs Bunny and arch your back. Open to a little back bend. And then curl your fingers under, tuck your nose to your navel, do a little crunch into a little ball, crouch down a little bit, and lift up. So it's like a standing cat and cow. So open your arms, let your shoulder blades say hello to each other in the back, and then tuck into a little ball, pull your belly button in, curl, curl, curl. A little crouch or a big crouch as long as your knees are happy. That's all I ask. One more time. Open, a little back bend, cow spine, and then a cat spine. Curl, 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 stretch, drift up, breathe in. Hands float down. Shoulders are relaxed-ish. Hands float up. Let's go over into this corner. A little push. Breathe in and press. Now your palms are going to go face up. Drop. Make two loose fists. Swirl those arms around. Box the ears. Bonk. Hands open and drift down. Are you breathing? Here's an exhale right here. One more time like that. Hands float down. Gently box the ears. Box. And then a pull. Regular. A push. While your weight is forward, if you want, take that back foot out and back a little bit. So you're on train tracks, not a balance beam. Stretch your arms up, stretch your legs up, everything's super straight. Maybe a little back bend. Arms are up or down. Fold over that front leg. Yes. Bend your front knee, press in your back heel. Roll up. And then drop into a warrior one. Open the arms, stretch. More, opening that front body. Arms float up, lift up your belly button. Legs straight-ish and fold. A little swing at the bottom if you like. Bend that front knee, strong in the back heel. Secure your glutes. Lift up. And open. Some space. One more time like that. Take a breath. Stretch forward and fold. It doesn't matter how far you go. You're just checking things out. Bend your front knee. Strong in the legs to draw yourself up. Open the arms. Shoulders are relaxed. Down. Hands float up. Sparkle down in the front. A regular pull. A regular push. Take both hands across the sky. Yahoo! Drop. Breathe in. One little push right there. Palms will go face up. Drop. Some boxing of the ears. Loose fists. Drop. So you could be holding a butterfly in that fist. So gentle as you box those ears. You're boxing with love. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now hands open, just a pull and a push. And while your weight is forward, you can slip that back foot out if you need some more space. Stretch up super tall. Here comes our pyramid, so arms can be down if it's too much for your back. Lift up on your belly. Fold over that front leg. And then bend your front knee. Strong in the back leg. Float up. Open the elbows. Stretch. Feel like you're just saying good morning. Lift up. Square your hips. Lift the belly. Fold. Maybe you let the arms swing, a little release at the bottom. Bend that front knee. Strong legs help draw you up. Open the arms. Say good morning, sunshine. One more time. Lift up in your belly button. Fold, fold, fold. A little exhale and release. Yeah. Bend the front knee. Press through the back heel to draw the energy up. And open, stretch. Hands drift up. Sparkle them on down. Scoot your back foot in a little bit. A regular push. Stretch open to the center. Hug the big tree. Where are we? Yep, we got it. Sink. We're totally on top of this. Hands float open. This arm's going to scoop under. This toe will tap. Spread your wings. Take a breath. Take a bow. Stretch your tail feathers back and your fingers forward. Scoop up some chi. Lift it up. One rooster, just to say hello. Press all that energy into the standing leg. Knee floats up and down. This hand scoops under. Switch sides. So you scoop up your wings, you tap this toe. Open wings. Take a breath. Take a bow. Stretch yourself in all directions. But be kind. Lift up some chi. A big scoop of chi comes up with you. You push it all into this leg. And this leg is weightless. Sink down. Float up. Hug the big tree. Big sigh. Lift up and open. Bring fingertips back together. We're going to tip the moon. So, you've got this giant moon. Let it float up into the sky. Your shoulder blades are going down. Tip over. Your heart keeps shining forward, and you only go as far as you can and still breathe. And then come on back up. Use your abs. You've got them. Tip over the other way. Slow. How do you feel? You feel good? Now, come on back up. These toes will point out. Tip the moon over. Gently start to shift the weight. This bottom arm comes down. This top arm reaches up. You keep facing forward, and maybe you start to float your back foot up off the floor. How far do you want to go into a floating half moon? It's up to you. You can leave your foot on the floor. And then come on back up. Drift. These toes come back in. These toes go out. Start to tip your moon over. Just gently, gently start to shift your weight. This arm reaches down to the floor. This arm reaches up high. And you start to test how high you want to lift your back leg. Right? Without straining or stressing. Just strong and floating. And then come on back. The more you practice, the better it gets. Float the arms down in the front. And shoulders got tense, let them go. Sink. Yes. Breathe in. Big breath in case you're holding your breath during all of that. Sink down. We're going to go skiing. So, get some snacks. Come up to the top of the mountain. Drift up. And float down. Take your time. So when I'm doing this move, I think of the chakras, thanks to Paul. So each time I turn the corner, I just give my chakra a little spin. And if you don't know where they are, I'll tell you. All right, let's go back to the top of the mountain. Lift up. Through the crown chakra, gold is a nice color. Through the third eye, which is purple. Through the throat is blue. Through the heart is green. Through the solar plexus is yellow. Just below the belly button is orange. Pelvic floor is red. And then let your hands float up. Hug the big tree. Sink down. Relax. A Buddha belly of love. Float up. Wrap your arms around as much goodness as you can. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Float it up to the heart. Give it a little heart kiss. Shoulders drop. Hands over the top. Pack it down into a tight little package. Make a little diamond shape with your hands. Float up. Care Bear stare. Send your love and chi goodness out into the world. Press from your toes to your nose. Send, send, send. And then let it go. We're going to do another just because it's a brand new year. Float up and hug the big tree. Sink, shoulders relax. Buddha belly. So you're trying to scoop up all of this goodness. So much goodness, and when you look for it, scoop it up. Float it up. Give it a little heart kiss. Shoulders drop. Bobblehead. Float up. Press down. Make a tight little package of love. Diamond shape with your hands. Float up to your heart. Stay in your Care Bear stare. Press, 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 press. Out into the world. The more you give, the more you get. Send. And then relax. Job is done. Hug the big tree. Sink. Cross the wrists at the bottom. Lift. Big circle as long as your shoulders are happy. Open and the arms float down. Do that again. Cross. Big circle, lift, and drift. One more time, just shoulder high. Float up. Hands drift apart, and a big ah. One of your feet steps in. A little bow for my friends. Dun, da, da. Happy New Year. I feel like I could say that every day, really, because every day is the start of a brand new 365, technically. How's everybody feeling? Woo, woo, woo. Balance. Hey, Paul!
Did you change something in your lighting? Because we cannot see your pretty face. It's all light white.
Oh.
When you do in the back.
Oh, in the back.
Only when you're far away.
Oh, yeah. Those
one.
maybe those will have to move around a little bit.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. Because it's hard. This isn't technically a studio. It's actually my spare bedroom. so,
Fine place.
so it has track lighting that I have to figure out where to put. You know,
Okay.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Thank you. This was wonderful.
Thank you, Justin. Go
Yeah,
out into
thanks.
nature. Go out into nature.
Oh, what beautiful
And-
sheep.
Do some forest bathing.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you, Steve. I'm glad you came.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
this
glad I was able to make it.
This is when you're feeling like you're having a crappy week. This is where you should come.
Always.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You can't. Heather gives
I have a
us.
lot.
Heather has enough energy for everybody. She's pushing energy to you, Steve. Take it.
I'll just show you how to. I'll just show you how to get your own energy up and flowing.
There you go.
I mean, you've got such a good smile, Steve. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Right?
Keep that smile.
I got that anyway.
Even though sometimes it's hard, but we can.
Oh yeah. Lately it's been rough, so
Right?
hang in there though.
We'll send you
But here's
some
the thing, not to diminish anybody's sufferings, but there's always something, you know?
That's a fact.
There is always going to be something. I think, and I can't remember because I always get the number wrong, but at one point the Buddha said, you know, everybody's got 83 problems. And if you worry about having 83 problems, then you have 84 problems. So, because I do a lot, like I have been meditating for probably, I don't know. Well, I've been teaching yoga for 19 years, so I've probably been meditating for 25 years. That's a lot of time in silent contemplation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not so silent because my brain has got a lot going on. But I've been doing... Oh, you've got to check out... I don't think that podcast has come out yet. So I did a podcast with a woman named Alice Langholt. And she has the 30-day peace... Well, it's a 90-day peace project. But 30 days of it you can get for free. And it just is helping you. They're only little 2-minute videos. And they're helping you to step out of the whirlwind of your brain of suffering to recognize that you don't have to. You can choose to be... It's not like it's going to go away. But you can choose to suffer or not suffer. So, it takes practice though, friends. It does. You know, I still
like
suffer.
balance.
Yeah, it's like balancing. It takes practice. I mean, suffering still comes. Suffering will still come. But you can choose how much and how long to suffer. Right? Today's episode, which I listened to, was, I think I'm on day 27, is actually how to step out of the story that's causing you pain. And it's taken me 27 days to get to that one. So, I'm still practicing. You know, life is practice. We got to practice being humans and being the person we want to be, right?
Mhm. I'm trying.
We're going to keep trying. Oh,
All
Justin's
over,
going for a walk in the
right in.
neighborhood. There's still trees in the neighborhood, right, Justin? He guess he's not going forest bathing. But yes, that's not to diminish any suffering of anyone, by the way. That's just to try and help you
One day at a
step
time.
to the side a little bit. Because yes, we all have our stuff that's going to happen to us. And that's why we do what we do, right? That's why we do the flow. So we can figure out how to have crap and still be okay. And maybe, so this is a total other side story. So there's a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Bleep. And he says, everybody has problems. But you have to, I think it was him, Mark Manson. But what you've got to do is have better problems. So I'm like, okay. I'm still chewing on that one.
Yeah, that one needs reflection.
Some stuff you just got to figure out what the. When I was in India in 2000 and what year was that? 2018? No, it wasn't 18. It was like 2006, 2004, 2005. Oh my God, I'll have to go back and check. I think it was 2005. I was in India. What year did I graduate from massage school? Anyway, it was like 14, 15 years ago. We were at the temple with the Dalai Lama. Like, it wasn't on his official schedule, but a monk had told me. So we went, I was in India, so I went over and we sat with a couple hundred monks and listened to the Dalai Lama. And at one point he said, everything is impermanent, including impermanence. So, what? It's 15 years later? I'm still working on that one.
Yep.
Right? It's like, what? What? That Dalai Lama is making me crazy. But today, what we're going to talk about is, in 1935, Amelia Earhart did something that people thought wasn't a thing to be done. So today, it can be something small. I can invite you to think about, what would you like to do this year that you think can't be done? Because it can't, probably. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe? Believe in the impossible. Isn't that what the Red Queen said? The Queen, I believe in 6 impossible things before breakfast. So I've gone everywhere today, from India to Alice in Wonderland. So that's how my brain works.
We're flying it.
That's how my brain works. I can go from here to there in the blink of an eye. But my friends, yes, we're all good over here on the Facebook. I'm going to send you some love. Whatever's happening with you, this too shall pass, my friends. 3 guidelines to help you. 1, do something that makes you happy. 2, if you can, find someone to hug. Make sure it's someone you like who's a nice person. Or just hug yourself. And they don't have any diseases that are contagious. Or make them wear a mask. And of course, this is what we keep practicing. Going with the flow, my friends. We're just going with the flow. Because there's no options. Well, there's only one option. I'm not ready for that one yet.
Oh, we're still moving.
We're still moving. La 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 la. And tomorrow, no, next week, we're going to be halfway through January. So crazy. My friends, I hope you have a fabulous week. You know what to do if you need more flow? Just go over to the studio. Or all these old episodes are on YouTube. You can go watch them there.
Yeah.
And if you need a pick-me-up, listen to the podcast. I talk to some really cool people on the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will I see you all next week?
Yes. I'll be there.
Hopefully.
Sure. You kill me. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. All right, my friends.
We want to be here.
Yes.
Yes.
Take care of yourselves.
Have
I
a
will
great
see you
night,
next week.
girls.
Take care, you guys.
See you later.
They're so funny. Okay, Facebook friends. Peace out. Take care of yourselves. Share it with a friend. Heck, why not? See you next week.